Greetings, viewers. I'm here today to tell you about an innovative technology that can kill and revive people. It is no exaggeration to say that the fate of mankind depends on this machine. They're not being frozen. They are literally dying. And then being brought back to life. Can humans finally discover the secrets of the afterlife? Has the day come to meet God? Before the experiment, let's have an interview with Dr. Ham, who invented this special technology.
Hello, I'm Dr. Ham. First, I'll explain it while showing you this video. We found some interesting signs during the previous animal experiments. We've experimented with chimpanzees and orangutans, and the most recent, gorillas. This gorilla was a violent one who tore dozens of the same species apart.
Wow, he looks so strong and scary.
That's right. Before death, the gorilla remained in a state of extreme agitation. But after a day of death, after he came back to life, his changes were extraordinarily surprising. Until he died, he was extremely violent. And after he came back to life, surprisingly, he changed into a peaceful and gentle being. He started to get along with others. The most surprising thing is, this gorilla started to do nice deeds. Isn't it amazing? The gorilla that was tearing his friends to death kindly scratched the back of another gorilla. He wasn't the only one either. After that, the same symptoms appeared in the wild animals that were tested. So I'm sure there must have been something in the post-death realm, and it must have affected these animals.
I see. Is that why you're doing this kind of experiment today?
Yes, that's right. Is there life after death? Does heaven and hell really exist? There was a surprisingly large number of applicants. People who believe in the afterlife applied for the experiment. However, due to the high cost of money and energy that is used to operate the machine, the spaces were limited. Only 5 respected religious figures, scientists, and doctors were selected.
Heaven? Hell? Do they exist? If they do, what are they like? The fate of all mankind depends on these people. It's finally been a day. What are they going to report back to us?
5 people woke up from death. Fortunately, no one complained of trauma or mental distress. Just blankly, they looked at each other, as if they couldn't believe they had come back to life.
How was it? Does the afterlife exist? What does it look like?
The reporter couldn't hide her excitement. Dr. Richard started to speak. The afterlife it does not exist. I didn't even realize I was dead. Unfortunately, the expected answers concerning the afterlife was not given. The others who experienced death all answered the same thing. The afterlife doesn't exist. The experiment was a failure. But their interviews were broadcast live around the globe and shocked the entire world. The aftermath came as a frightening result. There's nothing after death. There's no heaven. There's no hell. In that case, no matter what crime you commit or act without conscience here, you will just die. You don't have to be afraid. There's nothing after death, and I can do anything I want to others. Why would I do something nice? Crime rates soared, and people were no longer willing to be nice. When the vague hope itself disappeared, even for those who did not believe in religion, the world became an abyss of violence and cruelty. A few decades later, there was a person who asked to be interviewed by a broadcasting company. He was one of the 5 people who had died in the capsules. As a doctor, he lived in hiding with his family, doing volunteer work all of his life. He said he had something to confess right before he died.
Is the camera on and recording? Then let's start the interview. All the people in the capsule experiment are dead. Let me tell you straightforward.
What he said was shocking. He revealed the truth. On the day of the experiment, after he died, he was standing in the same space as the people who entered the other capsules. In front of them was a very nice and wonderful place. And he saw it. Heaven. And when they came to their senses, as if they could read each other's thoughts, they checked to see what they were thinking.
It's heaven. I saw it.
Yeah, I saw it.
It's heaven.
Yeah, I saw it.
They didn't tell the world what they had seen. They all said they have no memory of death. They all just decided to relay that story.
There is heaven. And hell, of course.
Then why did you lie?
Well, there was a sign there. We all saw the sign. It said, "Will be accepted. The good and faithful. Only the top 1%. Admittance to heaven is on a relative evaluation basis."